What's up guys, welcome back to the channel for a new video. Today I want to share with you my GoPro settings and how I use ReelSteady GO. It's a software to stabilize your GoPro footage, and how I use all of this to make my footage looking like this. First of all, I have to say that I really wanted to make a drone trip for this week, but the weather was terrible last week and I was not able to go out with my drones to make a drone trip. That's why I decided to make this tutorial instead of nothing. Also guys, those settings are gonna give you a really flat profile, that way you can have more range to edit your footage in post, but it's not working only for FPV, it's for all the GoPros and you can use it even if you film with a tripod. And for ReelSteady GO you can use this software also if you do like skateboarding with your GoPro attached like this, or surfing, things like that for action cam, you can use this software, but it's only for GoPro. This is a GoPro Hero 6 Black, but my settings are gonna be the same if I plan to buy the GoPro Hero 8, which I don't like as you can't change the lens of the GoPro if you break it. It's not good when you plan to use a GoPro with an FPV drone, because you're probably gonna break the lens of the GoPro, so not good for this time GoPro. I'm shooting in 4K of course and 4:3 format. And why 4:3? It's because ReelSteady is gonna convert this 4:3 to 16:9, also remove the fisheye effect of the GoPro, which is awesome. For the frame per second, I'm shooting in 30 FPS, and why 30? It's because my footage look really more smooth like that, and I tried at 25 because you need to know one thing guys, it's ReelSteady is working from 25 and above. You can't use ReelSteady when shooting in 24 FPS, and I tried 25, so I needed to switch my GoPro from NTSC to PAL, and I was not happy with the results. My footage were looking laggy on the side when I make some turns, maybe because of the speed of the FPV drone, I don't know, but I decided to use 30 FPS and 2.7K at 60 FPS if I want to make slow motion. And also I decided to make all my project with a lot of FPV inside in 30p on Final Cut Pro, because if you make a project in 24p inside Final Cut, you will need to slow down your 30p footage or speed up the footage. Same here, I tried to slowing down. I was not happy with the results, and I don't want to speed up my footage every time. If I plan to make a video with a lot of FPV inside, I'm gonna shoot in 30 FPS and edit in 30 FPS. For me, after trying, it looks so much better and more smooth. The FPV footage look really nice like that, and same if I want to share them on Instagram, it's perfect. So this is my decision. For the FOV, I'm in wide. Next to that, you need to activate ProTune. Slide to the left, activate ProTune. Let's start with the ISO. So my minimum ISO is 100, my maximum ISO is 100. My shutter speed is 1/120 of a second. Normally it's supposed to be double the frame rate, which is 60, but you have a lot of motion blur already with the GoPro, so you can go higher and it's gonna make your footage more sharp, which is even better for the stabilization with ReelSteady or other software. So I decided to have my shutter speed like that, and if I'm planning to shoot in 2.7K 60 FPS, my shutter speed is gonna be 1/240 of a second. The next option in the menu are audio. I have it in medium. Then you have color, which is flat because I want flat color profile. Then you have sharpness. I have it in low because I want to have control of my sharpness in post. And then you have white balance, which is really important, and the best choice here is native. It's gonna give you the flattest profile and the best option for the white balance. That way you don't need to adjust every time the white balance, just put them in native and you're gonna have the best option and more possibility in post to work. From this menu, let's slide to the left. you have video stabilization, and you must turn that off if you're using ReelSteady. Next we have auto low light off, manual audio control wind only. That's it for the GoPro settings. And of course guys, to keep those settings locked you need filters, because you have your ISO locked, shutter speed locked, everything is locked. So if you're going outside without a filter with those settings, you're gonna have an overexposed image. So that's why you need filters. And I want to thanks again Polar Pro for this pack of free filters. I have the ND8, 16 and 32. I use mostly the ND8 with my settings again. And how I adjust my exposure when I'm outside, I have my ND8 on the GoPro all the time. I have my settings ready. I'm filming the shadows and the highlight, which is for example the forest and the sky, and I'm adjusting my exposure like that. I prefer to have the sky a little bit overexposed than the shadows too dark, because you know with an FPV drone you're gonna fly low to the ground and you know not filming too much the sky. So for me it works like that. And if I need to slow down a little bit the shutter speed, it's okay, because I'm already more than double the frame rate, so it's fine. That's it for my GoPro settings. Now let's talk about the ReelSteady GO workflow. And before starting guys, there is something really important to know, is that when you extract your files from your SD card, you really need to export everything that you have, because ReelSteady need the MP4 and the TH-AIM files. Don't forget to extract everything from your SD card before using ReelSteady, because other than that, if you put only the MP4 in the folder where you have all your footage of your GoPro and you put the MP4 inside ReelSteady, you can import it, but it's not gonna work. When you open ReelSteady, it's like that. So click on load video, find your footage, click open, and then ReelSteady is gonna start to analyze the gyro information to stabilize your footage. It's gonna put some key points at the beginning and at the end of your footage. This can take a little bit of time, it depends on your computer. After that, you can choose where you want to start your video. So I'm gonna start here. You can just click here on that white arrow and remove what you have before. Then you can remove these key points, add another one here, because the beginning is here for now. So you can click here and it's gonna just start to analyze again. After that, you do the same for the end of your video. So you can select the end. I think mine is around here. So I'm gonna do the same to remove the end and put it here. Remove this key point, add another one here at the end. Okay, now I have my footage ready to export, but before that I want to change a few settings here. You can lock the horizon, but I don't want that, and you can also use the time-lapse function if you do time-lapse with your GoPro. I don't want to link those two different sliders because I want to adjust them individually. And you can also flip the gyro data if you put your camera in reverse, but it's not the case here. I'm just gonna change the smoothness and then the cropping speed, because I don't want it to crop too fast, so I'm always putting it like this. I click OK, so it's gonna reanalyze. This not take a long time. I'm doing this because I found that with those settings it's perfect and it's a little bit more wide. Last point I want to mention guys is that if you have a huge change of speed or altitude, you can add a key point at the beginning of this moment and normally it's gonna be better. After that, when you're ready to export, you click save video, and as you can see at the end they say that it's saved, but you need to restart the app to process more movies. Close the app and then open it again and start the same step, and it's gonna save the stabilized footage at the exact same place where you have all your GoPro footage. And as you can see, you have these files, the offset nodes, and this is really helpful if you want to reanalyze your footage and change some settings or change the beginning and the end. You can reopen the same GoPro file on ReelSteady, and then you're gonna have all the key point at the same position and the beginning and the end is the same. It's all the information about what you did before with this footage on ReelSteady. Now let's watch the footage of the GoPro without any stabilization and the same footage with ReelSteady and without any color grading, just the raw footage. And that's it for ReelSteady guys. Don't forget that all those settings for the GoPro and ReelSteady are not only for FPV drones. If you're using your GoPro for action stuff, you can have those settings on your GoPro and use ReelSteady, so don't forget that. Lastly, I want to share with you something that I'm really excited because I ordered everything to build my Cinewhoop, which is a 3-inch quad. This type of drone are made to fly indoor and they fly really slowly compared to the 5-inch. I can't wait to receive all the stuff to build it and share with you the footage. It's the combo that I wanted, a 5-inch and a 3-inch for indoors and more close shots. Can't wait to share this with you guys. And now it's that time to say goodbye. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, hit that bell to receive a notification for my next videos. I promise you that the next one is gonna be a drone trip because I'm not a tutorial guy. I prefer to go outside and make drone trip and share with you some footage of locations than making tutorials. I do my best because I know that you also like me to share with you some tips. So thank you again guys, and I see you soon. Salut!